Hi, Tariq. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Happy Memorial Day. Do you celebrate Memorial Day? Well, I guess as far as Memorial Day is a matter for me of more acknowledging Memorial Day. Acknowledging Memorial Day. When I think about what it means and what it stands for, or the meaning, yeah, just the meaning of it, more like acknowledging. So, for those of you, hey, Sassy, how's your Memorial Day? I try to think about the real meaning behind Memorial Day, and it's hard for me to kind of celebrate it. Um, but I think that we should celebrate the accomplishments of those who Memorial Day, you know, are meant to celebrate. You're good, Tariq? I'm good. Thanks for asking. I don't really celebrate it, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's kind of like it's Memorial Day. So I like the acknowledgement of it, the acknowledgement of the meaning. But I feel kind of funny when I say happy Memorial Day. Hey, April Showers. How are you today? I stopped by your chat a little bit earlier, April, while I was running around trying to do some stuff. So I wasn't quite sure how long your live was, but I did stop in for a few minutes. I didn't see many people live today, and I do think that that's a good thing, you know. Maybe that means that people are spending time with their families and friends. April says, hello, everyone, doing well, and thank you. That's good. That's good. Sassy, I gave you a heart on your short that I saw earlier when you were outside. Tariq, I made sure that I was subscribed to you. Thank you for coming over and thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. Sassy says, hey, April. It was good, Tariq. A little, not real busy, but just one of those days when you have the day off work and you know it's like you want to get some things done. You don't want the day to go by that because you have an extra day off, so you want to get things done, but you also just want to enjoy your day off, right? So it was one of those kind of days, doing some extras, but making sure not to be too busy, if that makes sense. April says, hi, Sassy and Tariq. So what did you guys do? Tariq says that he really doesn't celebrate so much. So I know Sassy was out at the park. April, did you do anything? Hey, cooling off, baby, you cooling off? Oh, you about to slide? Oh, look, I hear you. I hear you. Y'all, she had to show me her slide, y'all. I know that water feels so good. That water feels so good. Oh, if y'all haven't checked out Rock's latest video, she did a premiere today, and her grandbabies were in the big pool, and so they were having fun. So if you don't mind, if you haven't checked out that premiere by Rock Just Living, please do so. Chef Finest Wine, would you please check out his community wall, or you can check out my community wall, because he is in a contest and he's really, really excited about it, and we really want him to win. We really want him to win. So please go check out Chef Finest Wine's community wall and learn more about the contest that he's in with the well-known chef, a chef who's had her own show. And we want to give him a vote if you can and help him to win. Help him to win. Sassy says, I'm home now enjoying the nice weather. Tomorrow back on this money train. Yes, 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 yes. Right, Sassy. That's why when you get an off day, an extra off day during the week, it's a good thing to get some extra things done around the house. Having that 3-day weekend is good. But you can also make sure you get that extra time to get you some rest, you know, get you some rest and do some fun things that, for some fun or relaxing things that you probably wouldn't have gotten a chance to do because you would have been at work. Oh, it was stormy. Teresa, mine was stormy today. We were under 2 severe thunderstorm warnings and 2, oh my gosh, severe thunderstorm watches. We're still under the second, wow, severe thunderstorm watch. Be careful to read. Everybody, y'all know what, the past 2 to 3 days, the past 3 days. Now, everyone has been under a thunderstorm or a tornado watch or warning. Hey, Rock. Hey, Albert. Albert, you made it early today. Albert, you made it early today. I appreciate you. Hey, Rock Just Living. Look, get it, get it, get it. Look, look at the end.
Just waiting on you to watch, too.
She got to show those skills. Y'all, she was just waiting for me to come back to see her slide again, y'all. That was so funny. Ross says, hello, Lions Pride Sassy. Hello, everyone. Y'all, Rock, I just called your name. I said, y'all go over there and check out Ross Premiere, okay? She had the babies in that big pool. And that water looks so nice. That water in that pool looks so nice. So yes, again, y'all, support each other. We got Rock Just Living in here. We got Tariq. We got Sassy. We got April Showers. Albert Miranda came through. It was, yep, I had just called your name. Albert Miranda came through. So I think I've gone live. Did I miss a day? I know Friday I was saying I might miss a day. But you know what? You got to do it every day. Even when it's a holiday, okay? Because you want to walk that food down, okay? You got to walk the food down, y'all. We can't skip just because it's a holiday. Now, when it's like Christmas time, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas time, look, we got to give ourselves a pass, okay? Because sometimes people take like a week break from exercising. I'll do that sometimes throughout the year. I'll take a week break, maybe 2, especially if you're on vacation. But honestly and truly, I believe that even when you're on vacation, that working out is still critical, you know, even for holidays. Because guess what? Many of us are eating more during those times. We're eating more, and we're drinking more. What else? You know, you eat that stuff that makes you want to just lay down and go to sleep. Okay, you eat those types of foods during the holidays. So, no, get up. Maybe not every day. Like say for instance, when the kids get out for Christmas, they're out for 2 weeks. Think about your break then. Instead of exercising every day, you know, you can give yourself a break. Say, I'm going to exercise 3 to 4 days this week. Even though you're splurging, at least you're still moving, okay? You're still doing something. You're still doing something. So I think Friday I said I was going to take the weekend off or something like that. And I said, no, why do that? Maybe I need to exercise more. If you plan to eat more, exercise more, okay? If you plan to eat more, exercise more. Now, again, that being said, it doesn't hurt. Sorry about that, y'all. I got a phone call. That being said, it does not hurt to give yourself a break, okay? You can take a week. Some people take 2 weeks. Some people take a month. You know, they exercise consistently 11 months out of the year, and they take a whole month off. Now, to each his own. When you do that, make sure that whatever your time frame that you take doesn't make you lazy, okay? Doesn't make you lazy. Because sometimes when you take those extended times, it gets a little bit harder to get back into it. It gets a little bit harder. Not for everybody, but for a lot of people, okay? It gets harder to get back into it. So I was like, why should I take a break? Because of this is a holiday weekend. If you're going to be eating more, drinking more, and drinking more doesn't mean like alcoholic beverages. It just means in general. Then you need to get up and you need to move more. See, watch the legs move. Look at the legs moving. Be encouraged and motivated to move. Watch the legs move. Look at the feet. Look at the feet. Watch it move. Watch them move. Watch them move. So we want to still be motivated to move even when the holidays are among us, okay? Are among us. So when the holidays are amongst us, you still want to move. Give yourself a break. You don't have to do it every day. But make sure that your break isn't so long that you get really slack, okay? You want to be still want to be consistent. Still want to be consistent. Sassy says she saw your vlog, Rock. April says hello, Rock. Yes, you know, it's hard too. Now I'm not gonna even lie to you. It's hard because sometimes even when you're consistent, like you look for an excuse to take a break, right? Even when you're consistent, you look for an excuse to take a break. And Friday when I said that, I was like, that's just an excuse because it's the holiday. That's just an excuse. But again, sometimes y'all know the biggest holiday when we're eating for, like usually like the 4th of July, we might eat kind of wacky for like 2 to 3 days. Memorial Day, Juneteenth, those holidays we might eat a little, you know, until the food is gone. A couple of days, right? But for like Christmas and New Year's, I'm not gonna lie to you. From Thanksgiving to New Year's, that whole month and a half roughly, some of us eat we eat crazy all the time because it's just the time of year. A lot of people enjoy that time of year. It's fun, you know. It's not just about, we celebrate on the day of, but it's just the lead up, the build up to it, you know. It's fun. So we give ourselves a little break. Just like we should do things in moderation, it's also okay to give yourself a break from the good things that you do, like exercising, okay? So just like we need to do some of those not so good things, it's okay to do those in moderation. It's okay to give yourself a break sometimes. It's okay to give yourself a break sometimes from the good things that you do. But keep your mind, stay focused, okay? Stay focused. Stay focused. If y'all don't mind, please tap those 3 dots at the top right and give me a like. I'm not going to fight about it. We're not going to fight about it. I'm not going to fuss at you about it, but I would appreciate it, okay? Because I'm on here trying to motivate people. And when you motivate content creators by doing things like giving them a thumbs up, but that's not the only way. So I don't focus on that. Just the fact that you dropped in the chat and said something, even if you didn't drop in the chat, the fact that you were here for a few seconds, few minutes, I appreciate it, okay? Hey, Retirement Days. She says, hello, everyone. Betty says, hello. Tariq, I'm honestly guilty of slacking off. I got a home gym and resistance band. And so we all get guilty sometimes, Tariq. We do. We all get guilty. And that's why I was focused on Friday when I had, when I said that Friday, I was like, you know what? I shouldn't have that. Today's Friday, the weekend is starting. I shouldn't be saying that at the beginning. Just take a break, take a day off if I choose to, but just see how it works out. Just see how it works out. Because y'all, there have been times where I'm like, okay, I'm going to the beach for a week. I'm not exercising. But when I got there was no reason for me not to exercise. There was no reason for me not to exercise. Like Tariq said, I take my bands, I take my light weights for just in case. And there's no reason not to when I'm chilling in the room to not exercise. The hotels usually have good gyms, so there's no reason not to. Can you give yourself a break? Of course. Of course, give yourself a break. But hey, if you're out and you're vacationing and you feel like exercising, do that. Run down there to the hotel's gym. Run down to the hotel gym. If you happen to be in a place that doesn't have a good gym, hey, walk around the building. Walk around the building. I had a cheat day yesterday. I had a Butterfinger candy bar. Look, we all have those things that I think we all have that one candy bar or two that we just love, and we cheat. And sometimes it's not even one that you really love. It may not be your favorite one. Sometimes we want to taste test, right? Sometimes we want to taste test. So we try things out. Like, I love brownies, okay? Chocolate brownies. I love chocolate brownies. But then if someone makes like raspberry cheesecake brownies or something like that, I want to taste it. I want to taste test. And if it's good, I'm going to eat it. That just lets me know I got to work out a little bit longer, a little bit harder. And you don't have to do it the very next workout. You can do it, over the course of a couple of days. You know, because after all, it is in moderation. So it's not something that you're going to do every day. So you can knock those out in a couple of days. You can knock out those extra calories in a couple of days. In a couple of days. So Betty, what did you do today? If you're still here, what did you do for Memorial Day? How did you celebrate? I know a lot of towns, they had different things going on, and they say that Memorial Day, even though it's still not summer, it's the holiday that kicks off summer. So it kicks summer off and Labor Day winds it up. Labor Day winds it up. I swear it was calling my name. My daughter got one, so I had to try. Sometimes that's what it feels like. Sassy. It was look, okay. Has someone ever made you guys just have they ever been eating something that looked so good? Or maybe it's not even your favorite food or your favorite sweets or your favorite whatever. But the way they were eating it, it made you desire one. It made you crave one. Has anybody ever done that? And then it's like you went and got one. Then it's like you went and got one. They had you craving one. And it's not even something that you would usually eat or have. Or eat it or have it at all. But it made you crave it. It made you crave it. It made you desire it. It's just sometimes people smack so much, it makes you don't even want to eat. They be smacking. They don't care, be talking with food in their mouth. I'm like, who raised you? You don't know you ain't supposed to talk with food in your mouth. Be flying everywhere. They be talking with food in their mouth. It's like a turn off. It makes you change your mind about eating. So just like that can happen. Sometimes people can be eating something, y'all, and it's not that they're smacking or anything, but they can be eating it and you can just look at the look on their face and it's just so good to them. It makes you want to go get whatever it is. Hey, Brian Lynn. It makes you want to go get whatever it is. So the way a person eats their food can make you desire whatever it is that they're eating, or it can totally turn you off. It can totally turn you off. Roger's living 6 a.m. for me, back on it again. Whew. What time Rock got to get back at it? Rock says back to work tomorrow. I didn't walk this past weekend, but I plan to get back at it. Yes. Look, Rock, like we were saying, sometimes you need a break. And you know what? Sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes your day, or you might have a couple of days that are just so busy, they're truly too busy for you to go ahead and take the time and do your walk. And then especially a lot of that depends on, how much extra stuff that you have to do in that day's time or that couple of days. And sometimes you have no choice but to miss it. But usually when that happens, your mind is craving it. Your mind is I got to get back at it. I got to get back at it. You just keep hearing that over and over again. But sometimes people will stop for so long until their mind will be telling them that they need to, but their body has gotten out of the rhythm, gotten out of the routine, gotten out of the habit. So if it's just a couple of days, I'll say up until a week, usually you start to crave it. Whatever, form of exercise that you do, once you miss it from anywhere from a day to a week, your body starts to crave it. and you want to get back on it. You want to get back into it. And y'all know, walking is not the only cardiovascular activity. You know, a lot of people don't like to walk, but you can walk briskly, you know. By the time I'm walking and talking to y'all, I've gotten off my elliptical, so I'm just kind of just going along. So you can walk briskly. I always tell everybody the 10 to 12 things that you can do. You can walk at your own pace, first of all. Walk at your own pace. Listen to your body. And if you have any health issues, of course, contact and consult your healthcare provider. They will tell you, you know, and even they will tell you. They will give you a set way to do it. And they will tell you, if at any time you're uncomfortable, stop. Slow down and or stop. Okay? But you can walk. You can walk briskly, because there is a difference. You can jog, you can run, okay? You can skate, you can dance. There are a lot of fun things and fun ways you can do it. You can use your stationary bicycle. You can get an actual bike and ride your neighborhood, ride at the park, okay? You can use your treadmill. You can use your elliptical, which most of the times they'll have a bike attached to it, okay? You get tired on the elliptical, sit down on the bike. If you get tired of the bike portion, get back up on the elliptical. The ellipticals are great for your knees and your hip joints, okay? Your knees and hip joints. Because that gliding effect, it's like skiing. It has that gliding effect, okay? So it's great for you if you have issues with your hips, with your joints, okay? And you can also use the arms, the bars, to help with your arms, to help burn more calories, especially if you're exercising to burn calories. I always suggest exercising for good health. That doesn't necessarily mean to lose weight, okay? Just being consistently moving 30 minutes a day is for good health. And for those who want to lose weight, you and your doctor, your nutritionist, your healthcare provider, or you yourself can sit down. There are many calculators online to help you figure out what you need to do to lose weight, how many calories you need to burn, okay? So, because you don't want to do it too fast. And, you know, and you do want to, I guess some people are saying, well, you can't do it too slow. It can be slow for some people. If they don't see results, it can be slow. Too slow for some people. So you want to make sure you're being consistent. And if you've been seeing results and suddenly you don't see results for a period of time, maybe you've hit a plateau, okay? Maybe you've hit a plateau. So that means you need to change it up. You need to change it up. Trick your body. You know, our bodies are smart. Our bodies are smart. So sometimes you just need to trick your body. Let's see, Brian. Chicken legs. Is that what you ate today? I'll be walking after and during work. Yes, yeah, and that's another thing, right, Rock? You can find times to do it so that you don't, you know, like even when you're busy. So it's like no judgment zone, but a lot of times people are like they're busy. So I'm like, well, what did you do on your lunch break? Now, if you have the type of job where you barely have time to eat, or you have just enough time to eat, then that's different. But a lot of the times, you know, most of us get a 30-minute break and like 2 15-minute breaks. You can walk on your 2 15-minute breaks. You can eat on your 30-minute break and then walk on your 2 15-minute breaks. And that's your 30 minutes per day. That's your 30 minutes per day. I see Sassy and Brian having conversation about the day. Where Brilliant? I wonder where Brilliant is. Brilliant went on a vacation. And I know that she had to go home early, so I hope everything is okay. 200 going on 300. Brian Lynn, what were you eating? Chicken? And you can talk to lions. Yes, but like Rock said, you can walk while you're at work, you know. And I know sometimes everybody's job may not allow that, but, you know, try to eat on your 30-minute break, especially if you only have 30 minutes. And then on your 2 15-minute breaks, Take a brisk walk around the building. I know you don't want to get all sweaty at work. Okay? So, y'all, here's my friend. There he goes. Happy Memorial Day. Um, I, so, that's what you can do. You can do it on your 2 15-minute breaks. And again, if you don't like getting sweaty at work, I always suggest that, okay, right after work. Like if you don't have an appointment, or something like that, you just go straight home from work. Do it right after work. Act like that's a part of your work shift. Do it right after work. If you can't do it before, if you can't do it during, do it right after work. And if you have something pressing to do after work, then we just got to get it in where you can get it in. Maybe you missed that day or two, but I always think do it while doing something else. Okay, cardiovascular, do it while doing something else. Sassy, he is so funny. Some days he acts like he's shy. He'll bark until I get right to him and stop. Then other days he acts like he's Mr. McGruff. He wants to bark time I get to him. Okay, Sassy cooked yesterday and had leftovers today. Okay, Ross, she tries to walk 20 minutes twice a day, and that's it. That's it right there, 40 minutes. So that's it right there, 40 minutes. See, it can be easy, and sometimes people they think it's hard, but they can find the time. They can really find the time. I just think, especially if you haven't been doing it at all, or if it's been a long time, I think sometimes people kind of use reasons as excuses to not do it. But hey, get up and move. Look at the legs move, okay? Look at the legs move. Get up and move. Let's walk. Let's walk. Keep moving. Keep moving. Look at the legs move. Look at the legs move. Listen to the birds. Do you hear the birds? See, while you're walking, you don't have to be in the most beautiful area ever, okay? The area doesn't have to be all beautiful, but you can still soak up that nature. Listen at the birds. Focus on that. You don't have to talk, okay? Talking is a good thing. If you can talk, that is great. That's even better. But if you can't, that's okay. We each have our own path, okay? Some people can talk but don't like to talk. That's just their time to focus and hone in on the task at hand, okay? But if you feel so tired that you need to catch your breath, slow down. Don't talk. And keep moving. Slow down. Now, if you have to, stop. If you have to, stop. But if you feel like you're just getting a little bit, out of breath, slow down and see if that helps. And if not, then stop. There's nothing wrong with taking breaks either. There's nothing wrong with taking breaks. Sassy says I get an hour for lunch break. 30 minutes is spent moving around the building. What Brian saying? Okay, Sassy. But look what Brian and Sassy talking about. Brian and Sassy in here talking about cooking. They talking about cooking and food. And it typically goes fast, y'all, because I've been on here for 29 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay? And I didn't plan to come on here and stay long today because it is a holiday. But it flew by. It flew by. It has flown by. Brian says, Just Living, did you barbecue? See, what I wish with all this technology that we have available, I wish we could just truly be like the Jetsons, okay? Y'all remember that cartoon, The Jetsons? They're still a little bit ahead of what we have, okay? But do y'all remember the Jetsons? I just really wish we could cyber send each other food, okay? Wouldn't that be good? Like just cyber send each other plates. Ross says she grilled some burgers and hot dogs. I bet they enjoyed that. Sassy says Brian grilled chicken, ribs, baked beans, deviled eggs, salad, corn on the cob. Like, tell me how you guys do. Let's see. Like your baked beans. How do you prepare your baked beans? Like, and I don't do this just for the holiday or like just for the 4th or Juneteenth or Labor Day and Memorial Day. I like my beans like this every time I have beans. They've, whew, y'all bugs trying to fly in my mouth. They've got to have some ground turkey, bell peppers, onions sometimes, but not. I can do without the onions as long as I have the bell peppers. So, do you use barbecue sauce? Do you use any ketchup at all? Some people say put ketchup in theirs. How do you guys prepare your baked beans? Sassy says she loved the Jetsons. I know, Sassy, me too. See, I wish cartoons like those were still around. And I'm sure we can probably find them on YouTube. But I just wish they were in like a heavy rotation for kids today. For kids today. Baked beans with hamburger meat. Yeah, okay, I do it with turkey meat. When I was younger, much younger a kid, it was hamburger meat. And then we just flipped it to turkey meat. So, yep, baked beans with turkey meat. Do you add any sugar? Do you have to have a certain brand of beans? Okay, Brian Lynn says barbecue sauce and brown sugar. Yep, I use barbecue sauce and brown sugar. And if they fuss and they want them a little bit sweeter, we'll throw some, some white sugar in there. But bell peppers, if I don't have the bell pepper, we still just go ahead and make the beans because look, especially the young folks in the house, they just want that sweet taste. Because if you have that, you really don't have to have dessert. If you have those beans like that, you really don't have to have dessert. Oh, bacon. Yes. Some people do use bacon. Some people put bacon in theirs. I don't put bacon in mine. But yep, Brian Lynn, I see a lot of people put bacon in theirs. So I just use ground turkey, the beans, barbecue sauce, brown sugar, and some white sugar. Now, if I don't have brown sugar, then it's just all white sugar or vice versa. But I try to put a little bit of both. Sassy says, that is how I prepare mine too. Ground turkey, bell peppers and onions, barbecue sauce, and brown sugar. Oh, so you don't use ground beef, Sassy? That must have been somebody else I read. Let me see. Baked beans with hamburger meat. So you don't use ground beef, you use turkey. I see you probably could get the bush baked beef. Yep. Yep, you could. Yep. Some people use, you know what? Some people use the straight up old fashioned pork and beans. They use the straight up old fashioned pork and beans. I've seen some people put a little bit of ketchup, in theirs. I don't like the taste of ketchup in my beans at all. I don't like the taste of ketchup. Sassy said some of my family, mine don't like nothing. They don't like nothing turkey. They don't like nothing turkey, so I have to cook both. Some with 80. Oh, you have to make both of them. Okay. You know, a lot of people have to do that. My mom used to have to always make 2 big pans of dressing because my sisters, they don't like onions. So they didn't want any onions in their dressing at all. And some people would say, what? But, it still tastes good. I didn't mind the onions in mine. But, if we ran out quicker than they did, because it was only a few eating the dressing without the onions, I mean, it was still good to me. It was still good to me. But they could not stand onions in dressing. And if if they accidentally went into the wrong pan, one of them could tell you immediately, it's onions in this dressing. Y'all, you can hear it through the house. It's onions in this dressing. My mom would be like, you got the wrong one. You got the wrong one. Brian, some people don't like pork. Right. Some people don't like pork, Brian Lynn. And you know what? It's not that I don't like it. I just try to stay away from it. And you know, we talked before about training our taste buds. So I realized that in staying away from it, when I taste it now, it's not that I dislike it, but it just doesn't taste, it tastes funny. It tastes funny. It tastes funny. Sassy says my family loves pork. They get mad at me for substituting my meat for turkey. Really? Yeah. And it's just like when you make rotel. How do you guys make rotel? Like, you know, you can use all kinds of meat for rotel. You can use the ground beef, you can use the ground turkey, you can use sausage, you can use shrimp, you can use a combination. Like, how do you usually make your rotel? I love pork bacon better than turkey. Ooh, now that turkey bacon, that's something to get used to. That's something to get used to. And it's not nasty at all. But the thing about it being that it's processed, some people, they're just like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat the regular bacon, because even though turkey bacon, I guess would, you know, people consider it to be better, but it has so much sodium. So it has a lot of sodium too. So it's like they'll just go ahead and eat the pork bacon and just make sure that they don't overdo it. Because some people just can't get with the turkey bacon. Now, I was able to eat it. I like turkey bacon. Turkey bacon is like, it has like a, depending on the brand, I think it's Butterball that has a kind of sweet taste to it a little bit. But being that it's processed, again, it still has a lot of sodium. So you might as well just get regular bacon and eat it in moderation. Because both of them have sodium. Both of them are full of sodium. Brian says, I've seen the guy where he and his wife does not eat pork, but he grilled the pork on the grill, but he mixed it with the hamburger. Oh my goodness. So it's kind of like, why not go ahead and just cook the other stuff first and then do the pork last? Because that makes me think of it like, okay, it's not that they're allergic to it, but have you guys ever heard someone when they're at a restaurant and they're like, they're allergic to shellfish, or they need gluten-free bread? Like, I don't know if you have a Jersey Mike's in your area. If you want gluten-free bread, pay attention, because most times at Jersey Mike's, the person is new and they don't know, they will prepare your bread separately, your sandwich separately from all other sandwiches. They'll prepare your bread separately from all other sandwiches at Jersey Mike's if you want gluten-free bread. And so that made me think about that, Brian Lynn. You know how some people are allergic to shellfish. So, and they tell you at the restaurant, please let them know, do not prepare my food near any shellfish. So that's what I thought about when you told me, when you said that he put the hamburgers and the pork on together. I'm like, I mean, if you're not allergic to it, it's not a problem, but you're still going to get that taste. If it's just about taste, you're still going to get that taste. Sassy says, right, Lines Pride, low sodium bacon still has salt in it too. Yes, even the low sodium bacon, it has like a degree that's a little bit much. You know, another example of that, Sassy, is soy sauce, right? I think regular soy sauce may have like anywhere from like 8 to 1,000 milligrams, maybe depending on the brand. You like 3 to 4 something 100 milligrams. So some things that they call low sodium, the low sodium portion, I mean the low sodium amount, is still, yes, and they're supposed to prepare it, done it. But one day I was at a Jersey Mike's and I asked for gluten-free bread. I could still see what she was doing. It was, and everybody else is making their sandwich this way.